I disagree half with what all the earlier speakers said, because making me and you capable of talking this is because we have a qualification, and that qualification was given based on examinations. Number one, MAMTAZ has written, do exams help students in learning? Answer is yes. I have seen more than millions of teachers, millions of students. Today morning, I am a freelancer. I don't belong to any institute where I am paid for my teaching. But I have an institute called Advanced Academy for Learning Soft Skill and Life Skill. Today also I was in a farm, in a village, and I was talking to them. Two subjects, English and mathematics. Right? I taught young children. I have a video. Tomorrow I will post it. You will see how I am teaching young children of 4th grade and 7th grade. I was also a university professor teaching mathematics. My basic doctorate is in mathematics. What I taught today in 4th grade and 7th grade children, the same logical reasoning, analytical skill, mathematical ability, data analysis is what I was teaching in the university for MBA students, Master of Business Administration students. Because I still say exam is required for learning. But learning will not make you to do any activity. You must understand. So if MAMTAZ would have asked, if exam required to test your understanding, I would have said no. So every classroom is a learning and teaching classroom. Yes, their teachers learn and teach. They don't even understand. First of all, teachers don't understand. That's a problem. How many teachers do understand every subject which they speak? And which subject? There are some subjects, suppose you are teaching history. You can understand it, probably you know the geography, you know geopolitics, and understand history through geopolitics and through geography. But history teacher without connecting geography can also teach history. So what will happen? They will have to by heart it. They will just keep in the brain, this event happened this year, and put it there. So it all depends on which subject, which class, how are you teaching, which class. See, I don't think a young KG children, when they learn nursery rhyme, they understand. Do they ask question? Do the teacher understand? London Bridge is falling down. Do the real teacher understand? The student understand? Tingle, tingle, little star. Do the student understand? So it depends on which level you are doing. In India, I appreciate what Tracy said. Even professional programs. I was executive director of an engineering college. We are supposed to create BTech, Bachelor of Technology. It is supposed to be called as professional college. We produce 300,000 engineers. They are all BTech engineers, but they are not engineers. They have a certificate in engineering. They cannot even do a small job by themselves, though it is called a professional program. The reason is, we also have a project which they are supposed to show the skill. That has also become a certificate. Why is it happening? Even in engineering college, the government rules, you don't believe test. We don't believe examination. We don't believe board exam which is conducted by government. They conduct an entrance examination. Why do they conduct an entrance examination? Because they don't believe all these exams and marks. And what is this entrance examination? We have got great coaching centers. What do? Take last 5 years exam, make them to learn questions and answers. Learn questions and answers. Same question, same answer is repeated. I was, every class, 1 hour class when I take, 45 minutes I will lecture, 15 minutes I conduct exams. During the COVID online also I do that. You know how do I do? 10 questions I will take from internet. And 10 questions I change some small things and make my own questions. And all that internet questions, everybody answer 100 out of 100. Same if I change some slight modification, finished. Instead of Tracy, if I use the name Abdullah and same question is put, they will not answer, because what they are doing is searching on internet, getting the answers and giving. Right? So I keep telling them, you don't even read question. You are only what you have seen. That picture is enough. Question picture is enough to give answer. They don't even read word by word also. It's like a scanner, mission only. They don't have a logic. So data is what they are. The teachers give data, they give question, the data is the answer. Information comes only when you analyze. Analytical skill, logical reasoning, mathematical ability, interpretation, judgment, comparison. A lot of things have to undergo in the brain. Their brain doesn't work. That is why information is not what we are testing. We are testing data. Text by text, number by number, word by word. Yeah, then they get good marks. But when they come to engineering college, after the schooling, they come to engineering college, we keep twisting it little bit to ask questions, they terribly fail. So all same examination, what is conducted in the schools, when the same question paper you twist a little bit and give, they terribly fail. Only 4% is the pass percentage in India. But no institution can run with 4% people passing. So what do? They make 96% to pass. Everybody is given a certificate. Knowledge is not what is education today. I keep saying Learn, learning. Wonderful word. But everybody from childhood is taught learning, remove L, start earning. So why are you learning? To earn. It is not for gaining wisdom. It is not for gaining your, I know. No, I don't know. I have a certificate. That's good. Everybody has certificate, but knowledge is not there. So first, cleaning up the teachers. Do you think all the certificates are fake and then we can make student people to select for teaching? Not possible. They are all the teachers who got some certificate for teaching. So what do? We create, we change them. That is what lot of training programs, that's why lot of activities are being done today. Everybody is concerned about it. But we need institutions. I have seen the website of Tracy long back also. NGGE, what are you doing? I'm looking at the whole world what's happening. I'm teaching it at different places. I keep saying examination test is like a doctor doing pathology. Examination is good, but I must examine how much mathematics somebody knows. But if he or she doesn't know mathematics, I should not transfer them from grade 3 to grade 4. My job is to treat them well, give them sufficient knowledge, then only pass them to the next class. But Indian education, everybody is passed up to 10th class. Even if you don't understand, if you don't learn also, every teacher also knows, if I don't make the student understand, still they will pass up to 10th class. Let them do at the testing at the 10th class. By the time they lost everything. Today I was asking 5 into 6, 5 multiply 6. 7th class student don't know the answer. 7th class. After 3 years. And that student is from a good model English medium private school, not from government law grade schools, I'm saying. So they did not understand. Many people do mathematics without even understanding, because same question what is there in the textbook only is given in examination. They know, this question is the answer. They know how to write it. So I keep saying teachers are like doctors. Do a test. Do an examination. Do pathology. Understand what is wrong. Give them sufficient medicine. Treat them perfectly. Teach them sufficiently. And make sure their 100% parameters perfect. They again test, doctors again test after treatment and check. And if they are good, go. I'll finish with one more example. I have a good friend of mine who is teaching in UK, who is teaching English. So he used to say, I have a student, I will ask the student, I will give you examination. The examination will be very tough. Do you want to take exam or take 50% guaranteed marks and go? I'm going to test you. I'm going to give a toughest examination. Do you want to take 50% and go without exam, or do you want my toughest exam? Because if I have to conduct exam, I have to make a question paper which is highly creative, which will make you to fail, and then you write it. I have to evaluate. Why all this trouble? I am so liberal, 50% pass, go. The student says, yeah, I will take exam. Then the teacher says, not today. I am not ready with the question. You come tomorrow. The student comes tomorrow. Again the teacher says, why to trouble me for making questions? I did not get time to make question, but I have a question paper with me. But that if I give, you will get less than 50%. I am guaranteed. Do you want 60% today, or you want to take exam? Let us bargain. I will give you 60%. Yesterday was 50%. Today I am going to give you 60%. You want to take 60% mark, or you want examination? The student says, I will take exam. Because the last one day he was in the fear of exam, he has more preparation he has done. Now the teacher says, no, come tomorrow. Again the third day, fourth day goes. The teacher kept on increasing. The last day, the student says, you give me the toughest exam. I know how to get marks, because today I am 100% sure that I studied everything. So the fear of exam makes most of the students to learn. I think exam is not there. The students take the life so light. Because all the students are not highly inspired. Not all the teachers are very good in inspiring their students. If it is true, you don't require exams. But in today's situation, we cannot write off exams. Based on the situations, we need skill development. That is, the information to convert into knowledge, make it into skill, which can be used. Not all knowledge can be converted into skill. Some of them, yes, that can be done, but not at every level, for everyone. It is very tough. I remember when I was for an interview for a scientist post, they kept a pen on the table and then start pushing and then asked me, write the equation of motion for this. I don't think any teacher teaches in classrooms. You need to understand the friction. You need to understand different things and then think how I can answer it. And how you can. The thinking is what is being tested, not the answer. But today, you need a lot of time. For each individual, you need a different set of questions. We don't have time because the number of students are so large. The teachers are not qualified even for conducting examination in such a scale. It's a huge process. It's nice to say this is not good, every tradition is bad, everything what was done in the world is bad, everything new is good. No. There are different processes. The poetries were tested. The ability to write poetry was tested by writing 2 lines and the third line is left free. How do you match? And if you can write poetry, I know you can understand many things in grammar, can understand, your creativity can be tested. But how? The art you need, yes, art can be tested. The craft can be tested. Surgery can be tested. Engineering can be tested. But not everybody is into that. Everybody has got different. Dance, music, you have a different, it is not written, practical exam is what is conducted. But history, geography, politics, mathematics, you need a different set of tests. It's not that performance, practical skill solves all the problem. It's a union of all this. I think what is lacking is education should be with entertainment. Edutainment is what is required. If you can make it edutainment and adaptive. Last time also I have shown this book. This is my book on education 15 years back. Adaptive learning. How can you make the students and teachers to get adapted to the situation so that you know, oh, this is what I am I am giving, this is what my understanding, and make children to ask a lot of questions. That is not happening. If anybody can ask a lot of questions, I am sure your student understood it. If they have no questions, that means they did not understand anything. So the classrooms are not the teachers' classrooms. The classrooms should be students' classrooms. We have in traditional Veda. Veda is four Vedas. But we have thousands of Upanishads. What is Upanishad? The student will go to teacher and ask questions. Look at the Veda knowledge in India. Only 4 books. But Upanishads are thousands. Each student asks questions and they are explained. So it's all questions from students. But today examinations are questions from teachers. If students can ask questions after my class, that's how I do. All my engineering teaching, all my classrooms, I ask children to ask questions. If they can ask questions and if they can take notes. When Tracy and Patricia was talking, I was writing notes. If I can take notes, I can make notes. And today teachers, they give notes. Students don't take notes. So what do I do after my class? I ask my children, send your notes, take a picture and send it. And if they can have notes, oh, whatever I spoke, you understood. And don't write verbatim. What is your reflections on what I spoke? Your reflections on what I spoke. That means you have gone through an analysis. And that analysis is what I am speaking. Now I am not speaking from what I learned. I am speaking from my analysis on what all the 3 speakers spoke earlier to me. So this is what the students need to be trained. I think teachers need to be trained first. We need a set of teachers to be created, create a model. Today I went to a farm. Inside a farm there is a beautiful school which has no students today because it's all going to drain with no students. I am going to revamp it. And I told them the same thing. Same thing what today I am talking to you is what I presented in the morning to the management and said we need to make a teachers training program. And this can be not students. We have a teachers training program here with every subject. I teach geography teachers. I must have taught more than 6,000 geography teachers in a small state called Kerala. That's where I am from. I am in Hyderabad. I conducted geography maps quiz program without when this Google map did not come. During that time I was giving a map to student and asking to do a treasure hunt. So practical oriented quiz programs. These are all what makes them to understand logically, to think and understand. So there can be many ways of doing it. It's not examination, it can be quiz, it can be practical quiz, it can be debates, it can be argument. There are beautiful things which we can do in the world. So thank you. I'm so glad that it's a wonderful topic which needs to be made to understand. Understand again, not learning. MAMTAZ, be very careful in using the words. In between the words I read sometimes. I'm a poet, so I keep reading between the lines.
Thank you, sir. In fact, in today's discussions, almost the same answer can come from everyone. So, but this question is for me just to know. Dr. TPS, sir, just if exams are conducted to learning, then why the government is thinking both book and syllabus should be reduced so that students do not feel pressure. So do you agree with this? If so, why?
See, when I am teaching a 10th class student, what is that I am teaching? I am expecting after 10th grade, in India the situation is they go for 3 different streams. Somebody takes biology, somebody takes mathematics, somebody goes for commerce. I don't know which student is going. So I am asking them, these are all different ways for you to go. So my teaching is to filter some of them into my mathematics stream. So when I am teaching +1, +2, grade 11 and 12, I am teaching some students for what? I am trying to filter them for who is fit for BTech. When I am teaching BTech, why am I teaching them? I want some of them to go to some company. Some of them has to go to MTech, higher level. MS, equivalent to MS in the world. We have an MTech program, Master of Technology. When I am teaching MTech, why am I teaching them in the MTech level? I want some of them to do research, get PhD in technology. So education is filtering actually. So there are a lot of people who go out in the filtering process. Every examination is to filter out. It is not to select, it is to reject people. It is not to appoint, it is disappoint people actually. But what has happened today, that process has become so liberal. Therefore, the selection process has become bad. The students have become bad. Therefore, in India, education is, I keep saying it's like a soft jail. Assume everybody is not put into +1, +2 schools, graduation. You can imagine 26% of the Indian youth without any control. They will be on the street. This will be the worst place in the world. So academic institutions are kept like, keep them in a classroom between four walls. Teachers will mark their attendance so that they don't go to the society and create problems. Got it? Only very few selected people. There is a beautiful video. If you wanted to see that, see how IIT selections happens. What India imports to America. What India imports to America. There is a beautiful TV program in which the answer, what India imports to America, the answer is IITians. It's a British television or American television, people made that documentary. You can see how much rush is there to get an admission in IITs, Indian Institute of Technology. Do you think Indian Institute of Technology is the best in the world? No. And who don't get admission in Indian Institute of Technology, you know where do they go? They go to the best universities abroad by paying money. Here it's only merit. So there are some institutions just by merit. But there also entrance is examination. So it's all part of the government system to filter people, keep them. The structure is made with a bigger goal. It is not for every individual family, individual people. It's entirely different. I keep saying immediate academic success. Not after graduation, after post-graduation, what I become is not important. Immediate academic success. Today what I learned. Today what I did. Is it satisfactory for you? But we are all not doing it. We are learning end of the examination, my last examination to get the next class admission. That is what everybody is aiming. Not everyday learning. We have got a target of 1 year, not every day, every moment. There are 30 points to students, 20 points to parents and teachers. There is a blog by DrTPS, which I created 15 years back, which will tell you how to make examination study so practically interesting for every student. So every moment becomes, oh, I learned something today. I am so happy today. Every teacher should feel, but teachers are not telling that. This will be important for the examination, which is the end of the year, therefore study this. And if it is not important, what they will say? This is not important, no questions will come, so don't study. It is put in the syllabus. So MAMTAZ is asking in the syllabus. Syllabus somebody is put with a bigger goal. But teachers in the classroom, they are looking for only board exam. You know, in Maharashtra, I went to one of those schools. After 8th grade, only 10th grade board exam. 9th is not there. Grade 9 is absent. Because after 8, straight 10, teach 2 years 10th class. It's like constructing a 3-storied building without second floor. What do you see? Syllabus creation, government system is something different, but the goal is different for students and teachers. There is a beautiful movie. I'm sorry, it's in Hindi. Cheat India. Cheat India. English version also may be there. I'm not sure. Examinations are like cheating people. That's what it shows. You know, we have a place called Kota in Rajasthan. One city creates entrance exam coaching centers. And physics teacher will teach only one chapter, not the next chapter. That is another class, another teacher. Chapter-wise teachers. I can only teach one chapter. Don't ask me before that chapter, after that chapter. I'll say I don't know. I am only expert in this chapter. Syllabus is created with a step-by-step. Teachers don't know what is the syllabus. They only know some small portion of the syllabus. That's how teachers are. So we need to understand the teachers with a global vision, global understanding of all the subjects. DrTPS don't teach any subjects, but I teach all the subjects. Why? Because I don't teach any subject. I teach only how to learn and how to teach. I am only teaching cycling. I am not teaching cycling on this road, this road, this road. Maths, physics, chemistry, biology, not required. Got it? I was a very bad student. I was thrown out of a school being my grade was bad. Exams I failed. So I was thrown out of a school, given TC, bad student. But I became a scientist because I created my own learning systems. So I am sure there are creative students. We need creative teachers. They can spark. So syllabus is one portion which also, if I am a creative student, I may not get 100% mark, 90% mark, but 50% is good enough for passing to the next class, right? So we need to balance these between. So don't say exam is bad, learning is bad, no examination. Then in India, the whole system will collapse. Luckily, nothing will happen. Even if you argue, even if you put, government says also, we will not suspend these exams, everything will happen. That is why entrance exams. Different institutions run different entrance exams. No single exam for the whole India. Though government itself, central universities are there, which are run by central government, union government, every state. But each state conducts different exams. We have got a national eligibility test for teachers. If you want to become a teacher under government, we need to pass exam. Many people don't pass. What do they do? Every state is conducting exam, making people to pass to become teachers. So it is not possible. Everybody dilutes it because we have large system. It is not a small system. So we can make some model schools to show that yes, these are all possible to do in this country. And then I am sure probably we can educate. If you are only talking, now this also, if you are only talking theory and you are not able to show a model, right? So what I have done is, as soon as I retired from Government of India, from Prime Minister's office, I retired. I went to a small village, took 90 children, 45 girls, 45 boys, and 8th grade, I made them beautiful international standard. With logical reasoning, analytical skill, lot of debates, questions, answers, energy, and they become great. So I can confidently say, yes, I have done it, and I have got examples to show. So they will also pass in syllabus. Syllabus things we cannot write off, but we can have supplementary programs which will make this more and more potentially good. That's what we are supposed to do. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.